Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio Megabase, where last episode we finally launched the rocket, and we're fending off more biter attacks than I care to admit. I've done a little bit of work since then. I have expanded CoverX somewhat. It's now all running. In fact, it's actually nearly built up. So yeah, once it's got 80 in here, it doesn't pick up any extras. Because it likes to keep like 2 cycles in its buffer, and then it'll just let any extra go past. So there's first 1, 2, 3, 4 are on 80. That one's on 75. A few more on 80, and that one's on 74. So yeah, within a couple of minutes, actually, we should be able to start seeing some of them come around this way. We're not going to get any in this chest until this is all built up, but it will get there eventually. Okay, also, there comes another attack now. I have beefed up defences somewhat. Just nothing spectacular. I've just put down extra turrets and filled up with bullets. We've been continuing with sciences, so we've got like extra bullet firing speed and extra projectile damage. Oh, and there's no defense down there, so let's go there now. What else have I done? Yes, also, while I was building the CoverX setup, the new CoverX setup, I'm missing a single one of them. I went to get a cup of tea, and when I came back, there was a massive attack that basically destroyed most of this oil setup here. Didn't damage the tanks, thankfully. In fact, they're mostly built up again now, but yeah, this all shut down. At the same time, there was an attack hitting my power, so that was problematic. I ended up having to... Well, in fact, I ended up dying. So, yeah, our death count is now at 5 deaths. Oh, no, that's 4 deaths, 5 lives, that's right. But I've still got my suit. You can see I'm still running around because I actually remembered where I died, and I went to go and pick it up. So, right, today, our engineer is going to take a little bit of revenge on the biters. So... we've got stuff being damaged up there. Okay, yeah, let's go and repair that. So yeah, if we take a look at what it takes to craft nuclear bombs. Where are they? There you go. Explosives, rocket control units, and 30 uranium-235. So we're building up our uranium supply. Are any of these going to sneak around yet? Yes! We've got some sneaking around. Now what's being killed? Again? Okay, let's actually put some turrets down there this time. Yeah, we're building up explosives in this chest. 800 of them there. We're also building up rocket control units, which we need to make them. And if you look at the lower right corner of the screen, you'll see I have actually already crafted a rocket launcher. Right, 2 stone furnaces this time. 1, 2. Okay, and the rest is in range of the main base. Okay, let's put down these turrets. They were only small attacks, so they just get 100 ammo each. Where's that one coming from, do we think? Probably somewhere around here. Might be one of these two. But yes, lots of biter killing to be done. We're also currently researching uranium ammo. I tried to say ammo and ammunition at the same time. But Yellow Science is having issues. That is, I believe, due to a lack of blue circuits. Let's see, what are you waiting on? Nothing, you're blue circuits, yeah. Now, blue circuits for the purposes of satellites has actually built up all the way back to here. So blue circuits are pretty much being split evenly between Yellow Science and rocket control units at the moment. How many RCUs? We've got 370. That's enough for 37 nukes, which is actually not bad. Okay, so what else should we do we think? Okay, I think I just need to wait for a little bit of a supply of 235 to be built up, and then I can actually build some bombs. Okay, so I think we've got 24 of these machines. Yeah, so every minute we should get 24 235 coming out of this now, which is actually not bad. Or at least 24, I should say, because we'll have a little bit actually coming from the uranium processing itself. You can see there's 2 on the belt waiting to squeeze through. So yeah, things are going well. Things are going well. Well, as well as they can do, being under constant attack from the natives. I have not yet launched a second rocket. You can see here that the white science is all backed up. Actually, it works out quite nicely with all of these having 2 space science in them, and this belt being completely full. This chest here, this belt being completely full, and this stack inserter having at least 1 in it. This chest has exactly 700 space science, which pleases me. And we've got enough in here for another rocket ready to go immediately after this one has launched, and we've got enough for, well, we've actually already made 1 satellite. It's just waiting to be output onto the belt. Remember, it's waiting until that chest is empty. Where am I going? Yeah, this way works. Yeah, if you remember, this inserter here doesn't work until this chest is empty. So when that chest does finally empty, when we start doing some space science, we've got another satellite ready to go immediately, which can go and launch this rocket. And then we should have enough in here for another... Actually, no... Why? Okay. Well, between what's in there and on the belts, there should be enough for at least another satellite. Now, it occurs to me that the satellite is made in 5 seconds, and the journey from here down to there, plus the time to launch the rocket, is considerably more than 5 seconds. So what I'm going to do is this belt here, I'm going to add into this circuit with a read belt contents as a hold. So this way, this inserter will now only be active if... actually, I might... No, I'm going to need a couple of combinators here as well. Okay, so I've changed the circuit setup here just a little bit. The way this now works, there is... So this red cable is attached to this box, and it comes along here where it says if... well, actually, it goes straight into here, which says this is enabled only if white science is equal to 0. The red cable is also attached to this belt in read contents mode as a hold, and this decider here says if satellite is greater than 0, output a white science, which means that the white science count on this cable will only be 0 if this chest is empty and this belt does not contain a satellite. Okay, then this will then only be active if there is not a satellite down here and this is empty. In addition, the speaker is set up to now this inserter, which will pulse its hand contents, and the speaker will be activated if the satellite signal is greater than 0. While I was building that, I messed up a little bit, so we've now got a satellite in there, 1 immediately ready to go, and I actually have 1 on me already. So if I just drop this on the belt, we will end up with a big surplus of science, but we should be able to at least test the speaker doing its job. So let's have a listen. Yeah, and we get the rocket satellite down there as well. I will turn the volume up a bit though. Okay. Now I've got a little bit more defense to do. So I will go and do that. Okay, while I am waiting for Coverx to continue building up a little bit, I think, because I'm having to do a lot of running around and replenishing the bullet supply of turrets, why don't we make some laser turrets? They need steel batteries and circuits, all of which we have surplus of. So, let's see, we've got batteries right there. Well, steel, batteries and circuits. So, yeah, let's... I reroute that. Should be ample space for this. I think that'll work. Yeah, so if I put that there, I can have 2 red inserters grabbing the batteries and the steel. And I'll just pop a splitter there with an input for the circuits and an output into a box. Let's just use a wooden box. I'll just make 1 stack of these. You please make laser turrets and we'll give that some power. So yeah, it's not going to be the quickest production in the world, but that means as long as they have power somewhere, I will be able to defend it, which is nice. Okay, the rocket's 50% waiting to go, so much better with the productivity now. 40% extra productivity. So it's not ever so fast, but we don't need it to be ever so fast at the moment. Okay, what is that doing to our supply of rocket things? Okay, so rocket control units are built up on one side of the belt. That's alright. These guys are doing absolutely fine, and rocket fuel is... we still have loads in the buffer up here. I should probably get rid of that buffer, actually. Right, another thing I can do while I am waiting for my uranium supply to build up. Our main bottlenecks at the moment are either iron or copper, depending when you look at it. Usually copper, actually. So let's have a look at our copper smelting lines. Here's one. Let's see, this is sometimes backing up because these belts, they just can't quite deliver at the right speeds. So, where am I? I am here. So let's take some of this blue stuff, that'll break iron again, and we'll also pop down here where I built up a small supply of electric furnaces. Rails. Iron sticks. Is this just not... this isn't going fast enough. Rails are my bottleneck because I'm not... I'm just not picking up materials fast enough. Huh. Okay, well that's running full time. Let's see. If I do something like... well, you can just have an extra one there. If I get rid of that... oh, that's an important power pole, apparently. And... no, that's not right. That needs to come out there and go under there. Like that. That gives me just enough space to power the rest of those. That gives those some extra inputs. Is that enough to keep these running full time? Yeah, all my purple science machines work. Oh, purple science is backed up. Okay. Never mind. That's not actually that much of an issue. Anyway, what I was going to do is to come over here. Let's visit this first line here. Now, if I do an... upgrade planner lives down here. That's right. Upgrade planner. If I just drop that there and configure it, where's that? That's... I can deal with it. Will it let me simply upgrade a stone furnace to... No. Okay, so looks like I might have to do this by hand. But we did set this up. So first up, let's... how do I want to do this? I'm going to copy this line here. Okay, and then I'm going to delete it. I guess I could have just pressed the cut button. Okay. Okay, I want that to empty. I'll do the same thing down there. I'll probably have to end up putting them back in manually. Okay, and then any of them that are empty, are they all empty? That one's still got 90 in it. Some of these ones are still full. But any of them that are empty, I can remove. I can also remove... Let's see. Essentially what I want to do is put things like that in there. So yeah, I'm going to need to get rid of this line as well. I don't suppose the upgrade planner just lets me flat out replace things even if they're the same size, does it? Nope. Never mind. So yeah, it looks like I'm actually going to have to get rid of most of this. Okay. Okay, so that's going to break everything for a little bit. Oh, I've got no space in my inventory. Okay, so you need an input like that, and like that, and like that, and like that, with some power poles there, there, and there. Okay. Copy that. There we go, we've got enough room for it, thanks to planning ahead. Oh, the base is coming to help out with some of it. Okay, now these run twice as fast, so of course this belt is completely full. That's why we brought some blue belts with us. And in fact, this is where the upgrade planner will work. So configure that. Upgrade yellows straight to blues. Upgrade yellows straight to blues. Upgrade yellows straight to blues. And that. Just want to upgrade this copper line. So I'm only upgrading copper at the moment. Okay, oh, okay. I don't have any logistic spots at the moment, so that will work for now. That's okay. I said I was only going to upgrade copper, and then apparently just a bunch of green circuit belts as well, whatever. And this is going to continue all the way up into the blue circuit production. Now copper's getting to the end of that, which means all my blue circuit machines should turn on. As there's that bit. That bit goes down into low density structures. Yeah, may as well, right? I did that one as well. Okay, so now all of the copper lines should be upgraded on the main bus. We've still got the rest of the... Yeah, so this can't quite handle the input of it, but that's fine, I guess. Maybe I should consider upgrading those. I don't think that will make much of a difference, though. But at least that means this is never going to be backed up. We can do the same down here. So, in fact, what I'll do, if I just... Oh, where's that? That is... I need to go fix that first. Okay, that was a painful one. And I don't have nearly enough stuff on me to fix that either. Alright, I'll let this bot finish off my last repair pack. And then I'll go and run and get the stuff I need to fix this outpost, plus some defences. Yeah, this one, I think this is just a single turret defending it. Oh, no, fix this one first. That one's far more important. Please stop shooting my stuff. Please stop shooting my stuff. Alright, how many did I lose there? Just 4. That's not too bad, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, item bomb. Haven't had one of those in a while. Ow. Ow! No, 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 no. You are not allowed to do that. Ow. Rude. Let's not stand on acid. On the plus side, I guess that means there's a build-up now. Okay, well, some of my Coverx is now missing. Alright, let me finish off upgrading copper. Right, so what I was going to do was copy that. And cut... don't really think it matters which one of these. I'll cut this one and paste that. What's next? I'll let the box just keep doing that. Let's take this line up to where it wants to go. Alright, so that will help feed in there at blue speeds. Should I... Oh, I'll upgrade this one as well. It's probably exceedingly bad timing, but there's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay, there's that one working. Let's blue it up. I've got an upgrade planner. Why am I not using that? Where's that one? That one is oil. Okay, oil's now gone because I'm not going to get there in time. Oh, I'm out of blue belts anyway. Okay, let's go and... right. Roboport off this time. Don't blow up my actual crude oil. Right, come this way. I've got some friends for you to meet. Alright. What are we missing up here now? Oh, Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so I need a radar. Oh, let's put that back on. Tells me what I need. 3 pump jacks. 1 missing pipes. Did I put the radar in? No, a radar. I've got no iron on me. Turrets. Okay, I need to go grab some iron. Okay, well that was an expensive loss of oil. Yeah, that basically shut down all my oil production. Lovely. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once here. I shouldn't have spent my time upgrading copper. Okay, bullets. Give me bullets. 1,500 bullets. That'll do. For now. And we've finished on science. That's nice. Okay, well we've got a nice stockpile of purple and nothing of yellow now, so let's swap it around. Let's do some purple science and miss out some yellow. Yep. Okay, well that's the next bit of research is queued up. And all my labs are running. Lovely. What was I doing now? Okay, you know what? It's time. Right, so let me dump a bunch of stuff I don't need or want. So I've got some iron ore on me for some reason. I've got loads of copper ore. Okay. Nuclear bombs. Explosives. Control units. Uranium 235. Gives me enough for 26 bombs, and it's control units that I become short on. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to pinch all of that. Okay. Rather than build it all myself by hand, I've made an assembly machine 3 here, all sped up as much as possible with all of the necessary materials. So that will chug through as quickly as it can. 2¼ times fast, well, 1¼ times faster, I guess, but 2¼ times the speed that I can do it myself. Okay, so a little bit more housekeeping to do before I leave. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to go to war. So, we have just finished our last research. Well, I say last research, we've still got plenty to do. These all use yellow science, though, or white science, or... yeah. They all use yellow science, and I'd like to build up a little bit more of a stockpile. At the moment, we have just 31 sitting in storage there. Also, not doing any science, this base should slowly wind down, meaning we're producing less pollution and attracting fewer of these attacks. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem for much longer. I have a tank here. In this tank, I have nuclear fuel, some bullets, not uranium bullets, but bullets nonetheless, and a bunch of grenades. I have enough walls to make Rome proud, and I am carrying a grand total of 51 nuclear warheads. Shall we go and see what we can do with this? Also, that's not all. I have arranged things so that my power armor, I can swap out my legs and one of the roboports for 17 personal laser defenses, just to help things out. So, we're going to start by taking care of the beta bases that are causing us the most issues, i.e. the ones that are closest, particularly the ones in the north and the east. Oh, here comes an attack force now. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll stop the tank, we'll hop out, we'll go boom, we'll hop back in. Oh yeah, I forgot, one of the mods I've got changes the sound of nuclear bombs. That's cool. Phew. That is much better. Okay, so let's run around and fix what needs fixing. Oh, by the way, I did not... let's put my legs back on. I did not end up using the walls. I'm going to save them for a rainy day. Probably when I'm outposting for megabases. But yes, we now have a nice big margin of error to work with. Okay then. So, I believe the war is won, or at least the battle is won. The war is ongoing. So I'm going to leave it there for this episode. Next episode, we are going to start kind of converting this base into one that works less on science. It will still do science, but at a much, much slower rate. I will actually have a think about that. I might keep it doing science. But in any case, what we are going to do is start building a thing, whether that be a conversion of this base or a new base or an addition to this base or what. It will be a thing that makes stuff that we use to make bases. So it will make construction bots, it will make logistics bots, it will make miners, it will make assembly machines, it will make belts, inserters, all of that kind of stuff that we are then going to use to actually make the megabase itself. Now, as for the megabase, what I'm intending to do is, we don't have a lot of materials at the moment. There's some nice big patches out there, but they are very spread out at the moment, and size-wise, they're not that big. That looks like a nice oil patch. I'll go and grab that. So, yeah, that's because of the way I set it up initially with the default settings. I wasn't really thinking about that. Otherwise, I would have made the sizes of the patches probably bigger as well. To cut down on trains. But yeah, so probably what I'm going to do is have lots of outposts, and they are going to... I don't know, actually. I'm definitely going to have lots of outposts, because we need lots of materials coming in. But anyway, we need a lot of stuff to actually build that base with. So that's what we're going to start work on next episode. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.